My story began growing up in church. I always used to come to Tenacious Kids, and then when I went into secondary school I joined Apex and began to go on the Cultivate youth camps. I always felt like I believed in God, but this 1 year at Cultivate really there was something different happening in me, and I knew it was God. My life's never been the same since. This is my story.
My story began when I was 12. I wasn't brought up in a Christian home, but I was regularly sent to Sunday school, and at the age of 12 I joined the youth group. I there heard about Jesus for the first time, and really the fact that he died for me. But it was only later, when I was about 14, I heard a talk and I realised I was in the kingdom of darkness and I needed to make a decision. So that night I gave my life to Jesus. Throughout my life I've had my ups and downs, but I can honestly say from that moment my direction of life changed, and I've never ever wanted to be anywhere else apart from with God. That is my story.
My story began when I was in year 5. My family and I moved to Dagenham and was introduced to Bethel, which is now London Riverside Church. I grew to love God and to know Him fully. And coming to church wasn't just about just doing it because I had to on a Sunday. It became more of me wanting to, because I felt a need to actually go and experience what Jesus was like. Further on in my life, went to Cultivate, and it was actually an amazing camp. It really supercharged my life.
My story began when I was 9 years old and I was living in South Africa with my mum. Things got a bit rough and I needed to come over here with my dad, and that's when I first kind of got introduced into who Jesus was and what he meant to me. Through being tried and to be taught by my dad, it was a roller coaster of emotions, and then eventually one Cultivate came and I decided to really commit myself to God. I started to take him properly and seriously. And then further on, Young Lions happened, and that's when I really started to kind of just jump into him, do as much as I can for him, and I really started to serve God diligently. And since then, that's just been my life. This has been my story.